What up, people? It's Black Milk, you know what I'm saying? Represent Detroit City. You know, and you know, I got the new album, If There's a Hell Below, that's out right now, and like one of the reasons why I titled the album If There's a Hell Below, you know, of course it comes from like the Curtis Mayfield song If There's a Hell Below. I kind of wanted to flip the words a little bit and give you like somewhat of a different meaning. Like for some people, like if you ask that question, if there's a hell below, for some people they feel like they're already in it, you know what I'm saying? They're already living through it, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what kind of environment you live in or grew up in. So mainly that's kind of what the album is about, you know, just telling different stories and different scenarios and painting this picture of how it is to live in a certain situation and trying to find happiness within that hell and just trying to, you know, how are you going to come up out of that hell? So yeah, that's kind of what the title means. I don't know, man. I think it is a few things. I think, you know, with each project, or at least for me personally, you know, you figure out new things, you learn new things, whether it's, you know, production things or just growing as a lyricist and a songwriter, and not only just the technical music side of things, just growing as a person, you know what I'm saying, outside of music, just living life, you know what I'm saying? So all of those factors play a part into, you know, your project, you know what I'm saying, or from project to project, you know, what makes each project different, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's this project, I feel like, yeah, I'm making some of the best music, you know, out of my whole career, you know what I'm saying? So whether it's on a sonic level, whether it's on a lyrical level, songwriting level, or production level, like I feel like I'm at a place where, you know, my sword is like, it's like really sharp right now, you know what I'm saying? And I've really been, you know what I'm saying, all of these years has kind of like led up to this point as an artist, you know. But with that said, I still feel like I got a long way to go, you know what I'm saying? I still feel like it's just the beginning and I got a lot to learn, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
Used to grab the pencil with money on my mental. Now I think about my kinfolk with every pen stroke. Take it all, the stars was all vision, the only thing that helped us get through hard living, blowing pot, grand pops.
This is just a natural way of thinking when you get a little older, you know what I'm saying? You just, you know, you just look at life different when you get older, you know what I'm saying? As the years go by and certain things you used to do as you know, in your youth, or certain ways, the way you used to look at the world is totally different, you know what I'm saying, when you're 21 versus when you're like 31. So yeah, man. So yeah, like that particular line, like, used to grab the pencil with money on my mental, now I think about my kinfolk with every pen stroke. Like, that's basically it, kind of saying exactly what it is. Like, early on as an artist, yeah, you're about the art, but you kind of get caught up in the hype a little bit, or wanting to live the hype, or, you know, seeing yourself as, you know, this superstar, this celebrity, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You have those thoughts when, you know, when you're just starting off as an artist. A lot of people do, but sometimes you get to that point where you kind of learn, or you kind of realize, you know, what really matters, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time what really matters is the people around you, you know, the people that's closest to you, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, I even know with me, sometimes you get lost, you know what I'm saying, just focusing on trying to, you know, be one of the best, you know what I'm saying, stay creative and stay relevant, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, all the things artists go through or people go through, and you kind of get disconnected from like the people that's close to you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you kind of got to take a step back and, like, you know, realize and see what really matters, you know what I'm saying, in life. So yeah. I think it happened around the time, like, when I put out Album of the Year, you know what I'm saying? Because around that time, a lot of like real shit was happening, man, from, you know, my manager Hex having a stroke to, you know, losing, you know, a family member that I was close to, my auntie, and then, you know, as the years going on, just different things, you know, creatively, going through different things creatively, just ups and downs, and yeah, man, it kind of puts you in a place, man, where like I say, you kind of realize what really matters in life. But you know, you come up out of those times, you know what I'm saying, and those ups and downs, and it just makes you stronger, you know what I'm saying, as a person, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. Like, I kind of could look back and reflect and talk about certain things. That's why a lot of my last couple albums has been real like conceptual and, like I say, reflective. So yeah. Well, originally it was just supposed to be the first half, like the first half of the song, you know, just telling the story about running into a girl, you know what I'm saying, that you haven't seen in a long time, since school, that you had, you know, a crush on or whatever back in the day, and, you know, feelings for or whatever. But I wanted to put a twist, instead of like making a typical second verse that kind of talks about like having a happy ending or whatever the fuck. I kind of wanted to put a twist to the story, you know what I'm saying, and kind of throw a curveball, you know. So yeah, that's what I did, man. You know, and like throughout the whole album, it's just like, you know, I was in a creative space where I wanted the songs to take different twists and turns and beat switches up, you know, beat switches and just production flips, and, like I say, just doing different things lyrically. So yeah, man, that was kind of that song, man. I wanted to do something that made people, kind of threw people off a little bit when they first heard it. So yeah, man, and that's kind of one of people's favorite records. That's what I see. I noticed it's like one of people's favorite records off the album. Yeah.
Chance ran into her years later, clubbing with her friends over tequila. Surprised she remembered who I was. Rarely looked my way back in the day as a scrub, but see, that was the past. She's feeling
it really wasn't a specific like thing I wanted people. I really wanted to just kind of leave people curious and kind of just in suspense more so, you know what I'm saying. Like that record turned into like something that was, you know, something that was like something that people can relate to, and then, you know, I wanted to take a twist like on some movie shit, you know what I'm saying. I wanted to make it feel like, okay, I'm not just going to do the typical ABC. I want this to feel like a movie, or I want you to see the vision in your head while you're listening to it. So, and yeah, it was more so about like kind of leaving people in suspense. And it's funny that you say that, because people ask me, I've come across a few people that ask me like, yo, so did she live? Did she die? What happened? You know, how did it end? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, right. So it was like, you know, just leave it up to people's imagination. So yeah. I think with every album I try to, like, you know, I like to progress and work with new artists and you know, artists that's doing their thing in the present, but I like to also work with artists that are considered, you know, legends to this game, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, and people that I'm just fans of, you know. So yeah, reaching out to Pete, you know, like, you know, he's a huge influence on what I do, you know, and on production wise, you know, as an artist. So it was great. It was an honor to have him on the track, and not just on production. Like, to have Pete rap over one of my beats was dope. And yeah, Bun B, I knew the Bun B feature was gonna like throw people off a little bit. I knew they wasn't gonna expect that. So it was dope to have him and come through and just bring his, you know, Bun B flavor to the track, man. So yeah, that was dope, man. We were supposed to actually work with Bun on a Random Max around the Random Max time, man, but it didn't work out. So that was just something I wanted to come revisit. I wanted to revisit, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, yo, let me get Bun on this joint. So yeah.
it comes down to
man, I got some things, like some different like music, like different styles I want to try to tackle, man. That's not necessarily hip hop, you know what I'm saying, kind of outside of the hip hop box. So I mean, people kind of know, if you're a fan and you've kind of kept up with my career, you kind of know I dibble and dabble, like, you know, outside of, you know, the hip hop genre, you know what I'm saying. But I kind of want to do something that's like totally out of the box, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working on some things like that, and you know, more so kind of how I've been saying lately, like just more so production. I want to produce for like some of the newer cast that's coming out, man, you know what I'm saying? And here's some new artists or some different, yeah, whether, not just hip hop, whatever genre, you know what I'm saying? I just want to hear some other artists, you know, on top of my tracks, you know, on top of my production. So that's kind of my focus for these next couple years, man. Yeah. What up, what up? It's Black Milk. Y'all checking out the Box TV. All right? Peace.
In the belly of the beast, out here in these streets, just a sinner with a Jesus piece.